Hi y'all, it's me. Today I'm going to be showing you how to sew literally the easiest scrunchie ever. This is the best project for a beginner, and this is the quickest, easiest way to make a scrunchie ever. Trust me, I know. Anyways, let's get right into the tutorial. I have my sewing machine right here, and you will only be needing a straight stitch for this scrunchie. To start sewing your scrunchie, you will also need a piece of elastic. My elastic is around 8 or 10 inches, I believe. Probably like a 1/4 inch thick. You will also need something to feed your elastic through your scrunchie. There is a tool that is made for this that is called a bodkin. I'll put a picture right here. But if you don't have that on hand, you can literally use anything like this, which is 2 chopsticks that I have taped on the bottom here. You can also just use like takeaway chopsticks you can find at a restaurant that are already attached here at the back. You will also, of course, need some scissors. I'm just using these scissors right here. So to start, you're going to grab your long strip of fabric and you're going to fold it in half so that the right sides are facing each other. Now we're going to go right to the sewing machine and we are going to sew along this edge. But now you're just going to cut that thread. Before we can start sewing again, we need to fold up the inside here. We're going to grab these sides of the fabric and we're just going to fold it in half like this. Then I like to just kind of fold it a couple more times or even roll it if I want to, just kind of go like this, so that I can make this like inner piece of fabric just as thin as possible. Now we're going to grab these 2 edges and we're going to make one of them meet the other, just like this. We're going to grab this edge right here, and if you want you can pin it, but I'm too lazy. But I do definitely recommend pinning the fabric if you want to make sure that it is properly aligned. Now I'm just going to lower my foot onto this edge of the fabric because we're just going to do a straight stitch all the way down. But we need to really keep in mind something that's super duper important. The inner roll of fabric on the inside here, right here, we do not want to sew that. We do not want to get it caught in our straight stitch because then your scrunchie won't work. So make sure while you're sewing, just kind of keep checking that you don't feel any fabric that's going to be caught from the inside. Now you see that we've kind of reached an end here, and I'd leave yourself maybe an inch or even 2 inches before you reach the end. Now grab the inner roll, just kind of grab any fabric on the inside and just pull it. It can be kind of confusing at first, so just really take your time and make sure you're pulling out the fabric correctly. So just make sure that the inner roll is pulling out, and you should be having more fabric come out of right here. And to help yourself out a little bit, kind of pull up on the fabric in the back, because that helps you to make this go a little more smoothly here. So once I have like 3 or 2 inches left behind the foot, that's when I stop pulling more from the inner burrito. So now we're going to continue going all the way down with a straight stitch until we have like 2 inches left here. And I'd stop about now, and you're going to repeat the same thing So once you've almost gotten to the end and you can see where you started, you're going to just sew until there's about like 3 fingers worth of a gap. And then you're going to lift your foot and snip that excess thread. Now is when you're going to be needing your piece of elastic and your homemade bodkin. And you're gonna grab like around the end here and you're just gonna slot it through and until it's pretty tight on there and you can tug on it and it won't move here. And we're going to put our chopsticks or our bodkin through and just kind of gather the fabric until you can see the end of your chopsticks. And then you're gonna kind of pull your chopsticks a bit until you can see your elastic. And now you can kind of hold on to both sides of the elastic and take out the bodkin or your chopsticks. And now you're just gonna grab both ends of your elastic. And now, grabbing the ends of your elastic, you're just going to tie 1 knot. And then you're going to tie a second. And then 1 last knot so that you have a triple knot, just to make sure that it doesn't come undone. Now we're going to find this gap here from when we started sewing and when we stopped. And we're going to look inside and grab that inner burrito from earlier and just pull it out and keep pulling it. This part kind of takes a little bit of effort. Now go ahead and find that opening again because we don't want to just leave this like that, right? So we're going to go back to the sewing machine here and we're going to put our fabric under the foot and lower the foot and put the fabric down so that the straight stitch is pretty close to the edge there. Then you can pull the lever up and snip your yarn. And that's it. That's literally all you need to sew a super easy scrunchie. And I've sewed a lot of scrunchies and this is, I'm telling you, the easiest way ever. There's no simpler way and no quicker way to do it. Once you can do this, you can literally make so many. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the video and that you learned something new today. Okay, so see ya. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe. Bye.